Welcome back to Tech Nuggets, where we uncover the latest and greatest in technology. This is the second part of Coding Python with ChatGPT video series. In first part, we had seen some of the basics of how to set up virtual environment and build and run simple Hello World Flask 2.0 application. This part of the video, we will try ChatGPT with a complex application development requirement such as backend as a MongoDB and Flask 2.0 CRUD applications. Not a simple one. It's a create, read, update, delete. That's basically a one full cycle of any data applications, right? Okay, it may be like almost like a full stack application development. So roll up your sleeves and get ready to code. Before we jump on to this video, this channel is your source for all things about tech. So subscribe now and never miss a nugget of knowledge. Let's get started. Okay, what we'll cover in this video? Let's ask ChatGPT to create Flask 2.0 CRUD application with MongoDB as backend and Jinja Template as a front end to enter user input. That's a base code. Also, ask ChatGPT to generate the sample JSON data to import initial data into MongoDB and copy paste the code into a editor. I'll be using Visual Studio Code and prepare to run. And also prepare MongoDB database with the initial set of data. Finally, run the application and test the code if it works on the browser. Okay, let's get started with ChatGPT screen. And if you notice, there is upgrade plan. Even though this version has a beta free version, however, there is this UI update is very just few minutes back. It's been updated. I've been using this editor whole day, but I didn't notice just it has appeared just few minutes back. So if you want to see what's going on, what is a free plan? So available when demand is low, standard response speed, regular mode updates. And if you want to go with paid one, that is a ChatGPT Plus, $20 a month, available even when demand is high. So you will get a faster response and priority access to new features. Okay, let's continue to use the free plan. Let's start with the prompt which we wanted to start. It's a core idea of this. Okay. So what we would like to do, create Python Flask 2.0 CRUD application with MongoDB as a backend and Jinja template front end to enter user input. Let's go ahead and do it. Awesome. Okay. There is a header. Go ahead and refresh this. I remember that it is a free plan. So when demand is high, you will tend to get the error. Okay, let's go ahead and retry our query. Okay, so we are seeing the response from ChatGPT, and you also see the code generation process. It's quite good. Let us see. So remember we asked create, read, update, delete 4 methods. Okay, it has to write a backend code, and also it has to use MongoDB API to insert to do the CRUD operations. Plus it has to build HTML Jinja template for the user input. Okay, it is going to take some time. So I'll click the screen. So as you can see, the way it generates or renders the response. Perfect. So the backend code is ready. Now you see the HTML backend. I mean the HTML front end, right? So it's generating. This is a typical thing, right? When you develop a code, first thing what you do, you list out the users, the current one. Remember, I did not mention it as user list or user. I just said generically. I said the CRUD applications. I did not mention what kind of application you wanted to generate a user or any specific thing. I did not do. Okay, so it is stuck the halfway. Okay, let's just retry and ask only to regenerate Jinja template. Okay, let's go ahead and type regenerate create Jinja template. It can be more descriptive, however, just I'm using few keywords. You can put full sentence. Okay, it's trying to recreate it. And it takes few seconds, and again it's based on the demand and the server availability. The performance is, and it regenerated only create. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what all we wanted. It add a list, create, we'll say update Jinja template or generate Jinja complete Jinja template for CRUD operations. Okay, I'm asking generate complete Jinja template for CRUD operations. Let's see how it responds. So now instead of asking every particular operations, I'm asking to generate complete CRUD operations. Ideally, it has a create, read, update, delete, all four operations. The read is the one is a list. If it comes with a table of users or table of items, whichever we have. But in this case, it is taken as a users. It's proceeded and it created separately create .html separate one. So ideally, you will be redirecting your backend operations to the specific HTML. Now, update HTML is going on. Okay, so it is stopped and you don't see anything for delete. Let's see. Okay, we'll ask one more question. For example, as a person, if he doesn't know how this Jinja template works, say I would like to ask where to place Jinja template files in Flask Flask application. Okay, So let's see how it goes. So you ask the question, okay, and it says Jinja templates are typically stored in the templates directory. Very good. Within a main directory, main project directory. So you should create directory named templates, your project root directory, place all the Jinja template files in it. So it gives awesome answer and how the directory structure should look like. Perfect. Let's go ahead. Let's do our work. We'll open editor and let's assemble all these files and check this. Before we go to Visual Studio Code editor, we need to prepare the data. We have to generate the sample MongoDB data. Let's ask that question to uh, generate some sample data for MongoDB with collection creation script for the above program. I am saying above program. I did not say what is the context because it should know the program uses something called user and username and email ID. Let's see how smart is this, right? Awesome. Name, email, perfect. So that's one good thing on this ChatGPT, the contextual awareness, right? So it's awesome. And it created a collection and also it created a Python code to run that. This is very, very good. So one is a JSON collection that you can directly import, and the second one is with the simple Python code to access and insert those data. It's impressive. And note this, this says the script replace MyDB with the name of your desired database. Okay, if you look at the database in the main code, it may be very interesting to see what it used. Name quest. It says my database users. Okay, my database and users. Your database name is my database, your collection name is users. Does it use the same? We have to see that. No. So maybe there is a miss in that. However, it's more or less close to what we are expecting. Perfect. Okay. As ChatGPT instructed, I have stitched all the parts together. So what I've done, so I created app.py. I put the code. One thing really I would appreciate the way the code was written, right? For example, it is well structured and very well written. Number one. Okay, so I created app.py, then I created templates folder, then I created other three HTML, that is index, create, update. And also I created insert data.py to insert the initial data. And if you see here, there is a PyMongo, that is basically one of the dependency. So I have virtual environment. This was set up as part of the video part 1. So I have installed the dependency and also activated, and then I started the application. Okay, now we are ready to test the application. Let's go ahead and test it. So I have done it as a testing. I ran it. Awesome. This is a perfect, within very less time, you are able to complete one CRUD operations. Really less effort from your side, not that much you have to do. And there is a template code, and you should know what to put where and just stitch it together. You are ready to go. Okay. So let's go ahead and click create. Take one or something different. Take that cc.com, create, it created with a special character. Awesome. Okay, and also you can see edit and delete. Edit, ideally you can set whatever you want. Okay, what happened? Super. That is not found error. Okay, so this is what I mentioned earlier. So ChatGPT can help you, depends on your problem complexity. If it is a simple one, it can help you 90 to 95%. If the task is too complex, the ratio differs and it will become 70 to 80% only. In fact, we can ask ChatGPT to fix the issue by putting error message. It can assist you, but it's a good luck at the first shot. You have to try multiple times to do this. In fact, I tried here, for example, update method giving this error 404. It gave a detailed explanation, update code also showing it, but you see the code structure has got changed and you have to keep trying this. Okay, this is one observation which I noticed. And also go back, even the same thing goes for delete and it doesn't happen. So this is how. However, um, you have to accept that this is really a very good tool to help you in productivity of a developer. So now what is the final verdict? So there is no doubt about this AI tool. It's one of the advanced AI model which can help, which can increase the productivity of developer. However, developer should have some basic knowledge on the programming what he's trying to develop. He should know at least the basic skeleton. If something goes wrong, what he's supposed to do. Okay. If he doesn't know that, then he will be puzzled and it will take more time. It will be a nightmare. Okay. So that's all for this video. Thank you for your time. If you like the content, like it, share it. Most importantly, subscribe it. We'll see you in the next video.